Anyone who thinks about the future of South Africa will know that a great deal of the future has to do with undoing the uneven distribution of opportunity.
It's wonderful what's been accomplished, but there have been a lot of things that have held things back, a lot of injustices, a lot of imbalances.
In 1973, Allan Gray began to build what would become Africa's largest privately owned asset management firm.
The mindset around entrepreneurship was changing towards not only the making of the money, but the values around the making of it as well.
In 1984, Allan wrote a letter to the South African government asking permission for 20% of the company to be donated to a trust to support black enterprise.
Although rejected at the time, this letter represented Mr. Gray's philanthropic intentions.
It was always there at the back of my mind and really was the initiation, perhaps, of the vision for what's now Allan Gray Orbis Foundation.
In 2005, 20 years on, the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation was established with the mandate to invest, inspire and develop individuals who will go on to be high-impact responsible entrepreneurs capable of shaping and transforming the future of the Southern African region.
Where I'm from, they never see themselves as anybody who's going to make a high impact in South Africa. Therefore, having me from that area actually achieving that will be a sort of, I can also do that too if she could.
What we realize as a foundation is that we have them for a longer journey than 4 years, and the right foundation is, first is the mindset.
You think differently, I find. You see what you are capable of. And after pushing those limits, you become something greater than you thought you would be.
Realizing that access to quality education remains a challenge in South Africa, the scholarship program was introduced. By providing scholarships and placing entrepreneurially talented learners from disadvantaged communities into good high schools, the foundation aims to deepen the pool of fellowship applicants.
Some schools like this, they just are extraordinary. Knowing that around you there are people that are willing to go the extra mile for you to reach where you really want to be. It just makes you feel like you're at the top of the world.
It's a long pipeline of developing talent at all stages to have extraordinary entrepreneurial impact in the later years.
At the end of 2011, the Association of Allan Gray Fellows was formalized, consisting of fellows that have successfully completed the fellowship program. The association focuses on fostering a culture of lifelong learning and equipping fellows to start enterprise as well.
What really helped me pull out ahead of the rest was the support and the resources I could draw from the foundation.
I'd probably still have a business if I was not in the foundation, but it probably was going to be 10, 20 years delayed. It was going to be 100 times more harder.
The future of Africa is about entrepreneurial business, and often the best way we've seen it work is for small groups of people to get together, see an opportunity, see something that needs to change, and then take steps to make that happen.
Over 35,000 scholarship applications and over 30,000 fellowship applications have been reviewed. Over 40 selection camps have been run. 511 candidate fellows have graduated from university and have been through the fellowship program. 231 scholars have graduated from high school, with 97 joining the fellowship program and all going on to university. The Allan Gray Entrepreneurship Challenge, founded in 2015, has inspired 25,000 high school learners all over the country to engage with entrepreneurial thinking in a gamified learning environment. Of the 511 members of the association, 132 fellows are involved in entrepreneurial activities, with 66 full-time entrepreneurs and 2 businesses valued at over R1 billion. And while much of what has been achieved can't yet be measured, early indicators suggest that fellows are starting to move into areas of influence where they can begin to effect lasting change for the common good.
We've been blessed with the wherewithal to be able to take this very long-term program. I mean, when you think of it from a child, 11 to 12, starting as an Orbis scholar, and probably into your early 40s before you are really the leader. And then what they do with the leadership, of course, is so important. It's a very long-term program. I am confident it's an appropriate endeavour.
I think that the most critical and intractable problems of South Africa and the world can be solved through entrepreneurial thinking. Different fellows and scholars have actually spoken to the fact that the value of the foundation has been in giving them a lens that they may not have had before.
It's giving individuals a head start. It's giving them a direct line of sight on their dreams. And to be a part of that is amazing.
We're in uncharted territory. We're part of a huge experiment that no one has done what we're trying to do the way we're trying to do it at such a scale.
This pipeline of entrepreneurial talent is starting to mature. We're starting to see incredible individuals emerging. I think what we really need to make sure is that we don't get complacent at this point and really push harder to really understand some of these very difficult questions about how we fully unlock entrepreneurial potential, how best to support a startup community. These are profound questions, and they're questions that have value to the rest of the world if we can start to understand them better.
It's so easy for all of us to forget the younger version of ourselves who made a commitment to an idea much bigger than all of us. And when I see all of the fellows, when we all interact, the one thing we always take away is that we still remember why this matters and how big the job is that we all still need to do.
What excites me about it is a quote by Margaret Mead, where she says, "Never doubt the ability of a small group of people to change the world, because it's the only thing that ever has."
There is a bigger role I need to play. We need to change the landscape and make sure that the wealth is distributed in a fair manner. But nothing can do that more efficiently than business.
I think it's more than just entrepreneurial leaders. It's leaders in the broadest context. It's creating opportunity, a sense of hope for everybody, such that people can dream. Not a dream that is impossible, but a dream that can be realized. So that's a little bit of the story of Allan Orbis Foundation.